Hello, welcome to Daily News from Al-Shaaer TV. Scholarly meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom, Iran. The House of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom hosted another session of its scholarly meetings. These meetings are attended by various groups of seminarians, clerics, and scholars who ask their questions from the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. The questions in the latest round of these meetings revolved around rulings on performing mourning practices for Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, rulings on Hajj, as well as rulings on possessing lands. In this meeting, one scholar asked the following question from the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Sometimes there are objections and doubts about certain mourning practices, such as flagellation. What is the response? The Grand Jurist replied, any action that constitutes an expression of grief for Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, is permissible, rather recommended, virtuous, and rewarding. It is mentioned in narrations that all forms of expression of grief and sobbing are disliked except when it is done for Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, and the rest of the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. However, the narrations do not define the boundaries of expressing grief. Rather, its ruling is mentioned. Any matter that the religious law or Sharia has not provided a specific interpretation for should be referred to the customary practices. Therefore, any action that is considered an expression of grief according to the customary practices, such as hitting one's head, chest, face, and similar actions, is recommended for the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. The dear viewers can tune in these scholarly meetings every day at 11:15 a.m. Qom local time, live on Al-Shaaer TV and other Shia TV networks, as well as the Al-Shirazi application. Director of Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi meets tribal chiefs in Basra, Iraq. One of the activities by Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, the director of the office of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi in the city of Basra, is meeting with Iraqi tribal leaders. During these encounters, he emphasizes the significant role of tribes in Iraqi society and conveys some of the recommendations of His Eminence on various religious, cultural, and social matters to his hosts. In this context, the director of the Basra office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi had a meeting with Sheikh Jumal Al-Ammarah in the Hayy al-Ghadir area on the 17th of Dhul-Qa'dah of this year. Director of Al-Shaaer TV office meets chief of the Al-Ammarah tribe in Basra, Iraq. Ahmad Al-Zaidi, the director of the office of Al-Shaaer TV Global Network in the city of Basra, met with Sheikh Jamil Mubdar Al-Ammarah. During this visit, he presented a letter carrying the message of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi to the tribal leaders regarding their responsibilities towards the rituals of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. Sheikh Jamil Mubdar Al-Ammarah welcomed this gesture and conveyed his greetings and prayers to the esteemed Grand Ayatollah. PR officer of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi visits tribal chiefs in Baghdad, Iraq. Sheikh Ahmad Al-Lami, the director of the Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qazvin, met with several tribal leaders from Baghdad. This action was taken in accordance with the recommendations of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi, emphasizing the importance of establishing connections between tribes and religious authority. The director of the Public Relations Center in the holy city of Qazvin, during his meetings with some of the other tribes from Baghdad, discussed divine traditions established by Allah among communities and also addressed some of the recommendations of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi regarding the significant role and responsibilities of tribes in society. Diyala Governor Welcomes Delegations from Misbah al-Hussein Foundation. The Misbah al-Hussein Cultural and Charitable Foundation in Karbala held a meeting with Diyala province authorities to discuss the recent requests regarding border crossings. The foundation emphasized the importance of equipping the crossings as part of the Vision of Arbain 2030 project. This delegation, led by Ahmad Mazi, the media officer, presented a letter of request to the Governor Al-Muthanna Al-Tamimi. The governor praised the foundation's efforts and received the flag of the sacred shrine of Imam Hussein as a symbolic gift. The delegation also presented a draft study on supporting orphans, previously acknowledged by the Iraqi Prime Minister. This meeting was attended by esteemed officials including First Deputy Governor and representatives of the Husseini processions in Diyala province. Director of Faizul-Batool Institute, meet Police Chief of Soogh al-Shoyokh City, Iraq. Sheikh Malak al-Hasnawi, the director of the Faizul-Batool Institute, visited the relevant institutions associated with the religious authority, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi in Soogh al-Shoyokh district of Iraq. He met with Jaber Salim al-Jaber, the chief of police in this district. This action was taken in accordance with the recommendations of the religious authority, emphasizing the importance of creating interactions among various societal institutions. During this meeting, the director of the Faizul-Batool Institute conveyed some of the recommendations of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi to his host.